Good Monday morning. Today is a first alert weather day. So is tomorrow as well, as high temperatures for lower elevations could be up into the triple digits. We'll tell you more about the heat later in the show. We'll pass along some heat safety tips as well. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s really across the map. So it's feeling pretty comfortable out there. Here's your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations. Already going to be into the 80s across the map for lower elevations at 11 a.m. And then at the peak of daytime heating could be up around 100 degrees. So for today, those highs, again, about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. We'll have more of that in a Tuesday. If we're splitting hairs here, Tuesday could be a little bit hotter as opposed to today. Wednesday is going to be the pivot. Wednesday's still going to be pretty hot, but that's going to be the pivot back into Thursday and beyond, which will have normal high temperatures. But given that temperatures going down into Wednesday, winds going up, fire danger increasing, that's going to be exacerbated by the fact that our vegetation is going to be very dry. The forecast is going to be pretty dry overall. I'll touch on all these points, but especially the heat for the next couple of days coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a deadly day in North Idaho. 2 firefighters killed, another injured when a gunman opened fire during a wildfire response. What we're learning this morning about the chaotic scene and the local impact that's followed.
And a manhunt continues in Washington after a tense standoff and officer-involved shooting. Coming up, what we know so far about the suspect and the deputies that are now on leave.
And a domestic violence investigation in Yakima leads to a loaded gun and hundreds of suspected fentanyl pills. The charges that suspect now faces. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Monday, June 30th, the last day.
Last day of June.
Of a busy month.
It flew by. I want to say that Julying.
You would like me to be Julying.
No, I wouldn't.
We're moving through.
Actually, maybe a little bit.
We're moving through. I know. We have a lot to get to this morning. It's a busy weekend.
And we want to start with new information this morning on the devastating scene that unfolded Sunday afternoon in northern Idaho. What began as a brush fire quickly turned into a deadly ambush as first responders rushed to the foothills of Canfield Mountain, and this was all near Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, a gunman armed with what authorities believe was a high-powered rifle started the fire and then began shooting at the firefighters as they worked to contain that blaze.
2 firefighters were killed in the attack. A third was critically wounded and remains in stable condition after undergoing surgery. Sheriff Robert Norris confirmed the identities of the victims' agencies during an emotional press conference.
We did lose a Coeur d'Alene firefighter, and we did lose a firefighter from the Kootenai County Fire and Rescue. We have another firefighter that just came out of surgery from the Coeur d'Alene Police Department. I'm sorry, from the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department, right? Is that true? Okay. He just came out of surgery. He is fighting for his life, but he's in stable condition.
Norris described the chaos as it unfolded, saying the sniper was hidden in rugged terrain and opened fire without warning.
The gunman was later found dead in a wooded area as flames closed in. His name has not yet been released, and the investigation into the motive still continues.
The entire community is grieving this morning, and local leaders say this day will leave a lasting scar.
June 29, 2025 is a day that we will not forget in this community. It is the day evil showed its face, and we lost 2 outstanding professionals of the highest quality. And I cannot fathom why anyone would commit such a heinous act.
The FBI has now joined in the investigation, offering technical and tactical support as authorities work to piece together exactly what led up to this act of violence.
Now, just as that press conference was set to begin, a procession escorted the bodies of the fallen firefighters to Spokane. Fellow firefighters and law enforcement officers lined the route in salute.
And as news of the tragedy spread, fire departments across the region began reaching out with their support, honoring the fallen and standing in solidarity with the entire firefighting community. Here locally, Benton County Fire District 1 saying there are no words to adequately to express the pain we feel tonight for our brothers and sisters in Coeur d'Alene and Kootenai County and Idaho. We stand ready to come to the aid of our community when called. We know no other way to respond. Of course, it's a developing story we'll keep you updated on.
Now to Kennewick, police arrested 2 people after a theft turned into a foot chase on Saturday. Officers were called to a business on South Queeland Street where a man and woman were seen concealing items, including dog food, and then trying to leave. When a loss prevention officer tried to get the items back, police say the man refused and took off running. Officers caught up to the suspects near Highway 395 and 27th Avenue. 35-year-old Jose Venegas is facing robbery and obstruction charges and also had an active felony warrant. 37-year-old Lacey Minor is facing theft and disorderly conduct charges.
And new this morning out of Yakima, more than one deputy with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office are on leave after a shooting that happened Saturday morning at a home in Outlook. Deputies were called to the home in the 2600 block of Van Bell Road just after 11:30 for a domestic violence report. Take a look at your screen. This is video from that active scene over the weekend. According to information from Washington State Patrol, when the deputies arrived, they were met outside the home by a man with a gun. Authorities say shots were fired and the man ran back into the home. Several law enforcement agencies from Yakima, Benton County, and Tri-Cities all called to help on scene. After several hours, authorities went into the home, but the man was not there. No one was hurt, and the search for that man continues. Yakima Valley Special Investigation Unit is now taking over the investigation because this shooting does involve law enforcement officers.
And staying in Yakima, police responded to a domestic violence call Saturday afternoon around 1:15 involving a man accused of damaging property in an apartment that he shared with his girlfriend. Officers say the suspect was armed and took off on foot when they tried to detain him, tossing a loaded handgun to the ground as he ran away. After a short chase, he was caught and found with a large amount of suspected fentanyl pills as well as smaller amounts of powdered fentanyl. Police say the man is a convicted felon and now faces multiple charges, including unlawful possession of a firearm, drug trafficking, and domestic violence malicious mischief.
6:06 in a fire watch this morning. A brush fire just south of Columbia Center Boulevard and west of 20th Avenue in Kennewick kept fire crews busy yesterday afternoon and into the early morning hours. The fire broke out just before 3 p.m., spreading across about 3 acres of brush and then moving uphill to the west. Extra ground crews and air support both called in to help contain the flames. By about 10:30 last night, that fire was under control and air units along with resource crews cleared the scene, and they continue to monitor those hot spots.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, if you're a big fan of Sonic's Little Ice, you'll want to see this. Consumer Reports is sharing the best ways to get great ice at home and also keep it fresh.
And giving you that live look outside from our Yakima Federal camera here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have your first alert forecast on this hot last day of June.
You'll need that ice.
We're back right after this.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with over $2,500 in annual value, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah, you don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart. Win great prizes this week from Cuisinart, Igloo, Shelter Logic, and more. Plus save with special Tuesday-only pricing. Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday only at Buy Mart.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome, foam and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid Toilet Bowl Cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-518-6828 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-518-6828 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. Order now.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with 8 times points on Chase Travel, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
A flight over the golf course at Birch Creek. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today and tomorrow, both first alert weather days due to the heat, and the National Weather Service in Pendleton agrees, or at least they're thinking the same thing, as they're going with a heat advisory from 9 this morning to 9 p.m. on Tuesday for all the lower elevation areas that Apple Valley News Now serves. Okay, right now temperatures in the 50s and 60s for the most part in Kittitas County. The lone exception, Cle Elum, it's 47 degrees there. Also 50s and 60s in the Yakima Valley. We're seeing that same mix in the lower Columbia Basin. The Blue Foothills, the exact same mix in 40s, 50s, and 60s in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Okay, here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. Maybe in the early morning you would want the lightest jacket you have in your wardrobe, but then after that, it is going to be all t-shirt weather all throughout the day. We're going to be up around 80 by 10 this morning, up around 90 around lunchtime, and then could be up around triple digits at the peak of daytime heating. It's not just going to be hot for today. It'll be sunny and a little bit hazy as well. We'll track some of the haze with Futurecast upper level wildfire smoke. You can see by 12 p.m. the haze approaching from the south and west. This is due to fires burning in Oregon and California. And then by the time we get to 4 p.m., mostly blanketing much of our region. And then by 8 p.m., you can see it is spanning the region. This is going to continue for tonight. Not only for tonight, but also continuing for much of tomorrow as well. Kind of like how an atmospheric river will train over the same locations. Looks like the haze is going to do that, at least for the next couple of days. But then winds picking up for Wednesday. That's going to help out with the smoke, but that is going to bring fire danger up as well. I'll show you just how fast some of the wind gusts could be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. Well, with summer heating up and the holiday weekend, of course, quickly approaching, there is one thing that can make or break your drink. And it's the ice.
Of course, and whether you prefer cubes, crushed bullets, or those crunchy little nuggets with a cult following, my favorite, Consumer Reports reveals the best ways to get great ice at home and also how to keep it fresh all season long.
That crunchy but chewable Sonic Ice has quite the fan base, and now you can get it without hitting the drive-thru. Countertop nugget ice makers have become so popular for home office or RV, they're now $1 billion industry. This top-rated GE model is fast, quiet, portable, and a hit with ice enthusiasts. New Air's nugget maker didn't land as high in CR's ratings, but it's more budget-friendly. If bullet ice is your thing, CR likes this Vivo Home model. No matter how you make it, keeping ice fresh is key.
Stinky ice is no fun. It's really just a great way to ruin a nice drink.
It's a common issue, and your refrigerator may be to blame.
This usually happens when ice has been sitting in your ice maker or ice bin for several weeks, and it's had a long time to absorb the smells of the food that's in your fridge.
It's especially common in older single evaporator models.
Cold air passes between the freezer and fresh food compartments, making it easier for your ice to get smelly.
If this happens, dump the bin and start fresh.
If some of it smells, likely all of it smells.
Then clean the bin. If it's not dishwasher safe, wash it by hand with baking soda and warm water. You can also add baking soda near the ice to help absorb odors. If you make ice the old school way, skip silicone trays. They can absorb fridge odors and make ice taste funny. Instead, Consumer Reports recommends Rubbermaid's plastic trays or OXO's model with a lid. It doesn't take much to keep your ice fresh, so every drink hits the spot this summer. This is Marcy Whalen.
And if you'd rather skip making ice altogether, good news, you can buy it by the bag or the cup right from a lot of places. I know Sonic you can go
Chick-fil-A.
get, and Chick-fil-A you can.
Yeah.
Some places
just chew on it.
will
That's
even
what I
sell
like to
you a bag of it. Of the nugget ice.
And you'll need it because it's going to be hot.
delicious. Yeah, it is going to be hot. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Speaking of the heat, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to be back with your First Alert forecast to break down just how hot it's going to get over the next couple days and as we make our way into the 4th of July weekend. Live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. It's 6:14.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher.
Yes.
Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Whether you're injured on the road or on the job, the big dogs at Brumback and Autumn will get you the full compensation. Leave nothing on the table. Brumback and Autumn. Bulldog tough.
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture with red, white, and blue savings in every department. Just in time for summer entertaining, family gatherings, and holiday celebrations. During the 4th of July sale, you'll get our very best offer. No money down, subtract the sales tax, and absolutely no interest until July 2026. Plus, you'll get free white glove delivery and will remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. Visit your local More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
It is Operation Best Friend every Wednesday as we feature lovable pets from area shelters all looking for their forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Christine Connolly, As You Wish Real Estate Services, and the Manthai Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Experience the spirit, strength, and tradition of Native American culture at the 29th Annual Powwow at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join us for a vibrant celebration featuring traditional drumming, dancing, authentic cuisine, artisan vendors, and more. Featuring host drum, Tha Cree. Feel the rhythm as drum and dance contestants go head-to-head for more than $140,000 in cash and prizes. This powerful cultural gathering is free and open to the public. Happening July 4th through 6th. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
A really fun golf course.
All the holes are pretty challenging.
Surrounded by Oregon farms.
The course is lined by old-growth trees.
Fly the Northwest over the golf course at Birch Creek.
And then, of course, you have the creek.
Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
Next live, Evan Handler from And Just Like That, plus Mason Payne and 4th of July party ideas.
Right here, you are speaking my language.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yep, today is a First Alert weather day. So is tomorrow, as high temperatures could be into the triple digits for lower elevations. So we'll parse it out day by day. Start off with today, plenty of sunshine across the map. We will have some light upper level haze across the map. It will be noticeable. If we do have reductions to air quality, I think they're probably going to be pretty subtle. We'll keep a close eye on that though. And today's highs, yeah, it's going to be a hot one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. 90s and triple digits for lower elevations, 80s in the Cascades, and 70s and 80s in the Blues. Thankfully, the wind's going to be pretty light for today, but after 8 p.m. could be a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley, some of those gusts around 25 miles per hour. Then for tonight, still widespread upper level haze. Overnight low is going to be fairly mild, as we'll be in the 60s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, and 50s and 60s in the Blues. For tomorrow, if we're splitting hairs, that's going to be the hotter day of the peak of the heat wave. 102 for the Tri-City, 102 for Hermiston, 101 for Sunnyside, 103 up towards the Hanford site, 70s in the Cascades, and 80s in the Blues. So these highs about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year as well. The wind's going to be a little bit more widespread for tomorrow, but specifically for tomorrow evening. Could be a bit windy in the Kittitas Valley. Peak gusts there around 35 miles per hour. But watch what happens for Wednesday. The wind's much more widespread, much stronger as well. Peak gust around 45 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, 35 miles per hour in the Morrow County foothills. Elsewhere, it will be breezy. So given these conditions, given how dry the vegetation is going to be, fires could have the tendency to start or spread quickly, especially with people shooting off fireworks. I would highly recommend against that. Leave that to the professionals. Okay, winds picking up on Wednesday due to a passing cold front. That's going to drop our high temperatures down to more seasonal values for Thursday through Sunday. They hold pretty steady at that level. And unfortunately, no substantial rain chances in the forecast over the next 7 days. So that is only going to exacerbate how dry our vegetation is. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Triple-digit heat today and tomorrow. Breezy and a bit cooler Thursday. The normal highs into the 4th of July weekend. In Yakima, near 100 Monday and Tuesday. Mid-90s Wednesday. Then upper 80s Thursday and beyond. In Ellensburg, highs teeter-totter on triple digits today and tomorrow. Then tracking dangerous fire weather Wednesday and Thursday due to winds picking up. In Hermiston, either at 100 or a bit hotter Monday and Tuesday. The 90s and breezy for Wednesday through Sunday. Then for Walla Walla, hot weather for the next couple days, perhaps a shower on Wednesday, then dry with normal highs for Thursday and beyond.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos says prime delivery on his wedding vows. Coming up, we'll take a look at the most luxurious wedding of the year.
It's the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row. That's 11 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
The 4th of July is coming up, and just like Tri-Cityans have done for over 20 years, kick off the celebration early with the Dust Devils game and fireworks show. Come to Giesa Stadium on July 3rd and enjoy an action-packed ball game followed by one of the best fireworks shows of the year, presented by McCacken Electric. Happy birthday, America! For tickets, head to the official site, dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Hear that? It's the sound of savings at your local Ford dealer. Get a sweet-sounding deal on F-150, Bronco, Bronco Sport, Explorer, Escape, and more. Hurry in today for the sound of savings, because a new Ford truck or SUV is calling your name. Just listen to this great offer. Employee pricing ends soon. Get up to $13,000 total savings, only at your local Ford dealer.
Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Does cooking feel like a kitchen battle? You need Granite Stone Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-stick. So slick, virtually nothing sticks. No oil or butter needed. You can get the Granite Stone Armor Max set for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. We'll include this razor-sharp knife set and deep steam and fry pan set, yours absolutely free. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
It's the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit for only $299.99. Plus 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
A flight over the golf course at Birch Creek. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, we're taking a look at an unexpected moment for Beyonce in Houston over the weekend.
Yeah, the superstar was in the middle of a performance on Saturday when a flying car prop that she rides in malfunctioned.
Videos on social media showed that what appeared to be the car tilting midair as Beyonce stayed strapped into it.
That's scary. She was safely lowered back to the ground, though.
Yeah, Beyonce's production company said on social media that no one was hurt and that the show continued without incident. But at one point, I watched there's a lot of video, of course, on social media of people seeing it happen, and she was singing and she was kind of going along with it, but then you hear her go, stop, stop, stop. Like,
oh, yeah.
We're not doing this.
Yeah, she probably made it look like it was okay, but then, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. All right, music legend Paul Simon canceled 2 shows because of some excruciating back pain.
Yeah, the 83-year-old singer-songwriter acts 2 Philadelphia shows as the result of chronic and intense back pain. On social media, Simon's team said he was said to have a minor surgical procedure in an effort to address the issue.
Both performances are now listed as canceled, and Simon is set to continue his tour with stops in LA, San Francisco, Vancouver, and Seattle before wrapping up in early August.
All right, talking more entertainment news this morning. Amazon and Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, journalist, author, and helicopter pilot, now officially married. They reportedly dated for about 5 years before getting engaged in May of 2023.
Cha-ching! They had a star-studded wedding in Venice, Italy over the weekend, despite the many anti-Bezos demonstrations that were held, with people speaking out against over-tourism, disruption to their everyday life, and more.
And many A-list celebrities were invited, as you can see on your screen, such as Oprah, Usher, Jerry Seinfeld, the Kardashians, and much more. And ABC News obtained a portion of Bezos and Sanchez's wedding invitation, which was sent to guests back in May. And in it, the invitation asked guests to forego gifts for the billionaire couple and instead listed 3 Venetian charities that they would donate to on behalf of the guests. Yeah, if you're going to a billionaire's wedding.
Well, I mean, like, what do you even get?
Yeah,
what do you get them?
They give you stuff.
Exactly.
They should give you little bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bags of cash.
But just seeing
wild. But the people there don't need bags of cash either.
I don't think Jerry Seinfeld needs money. I don't think Oprah needs money.
Yeah, I mean, the memes with the guest list were pretty funny over the weekend. Like, it's just like, why are they inviting all these people? Are they friends? No, I guess it's just photo op.
Yeah.
Where was our invite? You know,
they knew we were really busy.
I know.
They didn't want to.
They knew we had a show to do.
Set us over the edge.
We're just a little too cool for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it? We're too cool.
I think so.
For the Bezos.
We didn't get the helicopter money invite, neither this, but that's okay. We're busy.
That's fine. We're fine. We're busy. We have a lot going on. Yeah. We have a lot more going on here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 6:30 half hour, we're going to talk about a Pasco man pulled from the Columbia River after a homemade boating attempt goes wrong. We have the lessons authorities hope the public takes away from this incident.
And if you've ever wondered what's in your tap water, Pasco's latest water quality report is now officially out, and the results might surprise you. We'll have a full breakdown coming up in our next half hour.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
What if you could whiten your teeth by simply brushing your teeth? Now you can with Smile Actives, the teeth whitening breakthrough that safely gets your teeth white and keeps them white every day, just by brushing your teeth.
I never thought that whitening my teeth could be so easy. I just put the gel on the brush, the toothpaste on it, brush, and I can see my white teeth.
Simply add Smile Actives to any toothpaste, and our patented PolyClean technology activates into a powerful microfoam that penetrates into the enamel surface to safely lift and remove stains.
You need a simple way to whiten your teeth. Without strips, without trays, without going to the dentist. And it was about time that a product was developed that you would be able to do that with just brushing.
And now Smile Actives is even better with new Pro Whitening Gel with 33% greater whitening power, clinically shown to whiten teeth faster, up to 8 shades. 100% of users saw whiter teeth. On food stains, coffee and wine stains, even on veneers, crowns, and dentures.
I eat the blueberries, I drink the coffee, and I know that Smile Actives will keep my teeth white every day.
If you could use something so easy like Smile Actives to take yellow teeth to white teeth, why wouldn't you?
Why spend hundreds of dollars for whitening treatments at the dentist when now you can whiten your teeth with new Smile Actives Pro Whitening Gel every time you brush your teeth? Call or go to smileactives.com and for a limited time get new Pro Whitening Gel for just $24.95. Order in the next 5 minutes and buy one, get one absolutely free for just $24.95. That's 2 for 1 and save 58%. We'll even include free shipping. Get your teeth whiter guaranteed or return it within 60 days for your money back.
I smile every day now.
The difference is literally night and day.
So now I'm always smiling, always choosing, because now my teeth are much whiter.
This offer is not available in stores, so call or click now before the special buy one, get one free offer goes away.
Floor scuffs, tears, and nasty scratches. Forget them for good with Ruby Sliders, the chair leg covers that stretch to fit most chairs and make floor marks a thing of the past. Slide it here, slide it there, slide it anywhere. Just slip them on and keep your floors looking like new. They fit any size or shape furniture leg and glide effortlessly. Forget flimsy felt pads and caps that don't fit. Just stretch it on and slide it. Call or click now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
And good Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, it's just going.
It's just going.
It just keeps going.
It's just going. It just keeps going. Yeah, we're talking about our 3-degree guarantee, sponsored by our good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel.
They better be really good friends because that jackpot just keeps going up.
It sure does. It sure does. Well, Friday went with the forecast high 85 in Pasco Tri-Cities and a verified right at 85. So yes, the jackpot now at $1,400 for today, going with a much toastier 99 in Pasco Tri-Cities. I'm a little bit more nervous about this one because we have some haze and smoke that's going to be rolling through. Sometimes that can mess up the forecast high temperature, so we'll see. But if it verifies between 96 to 102, the jackpot's going to hit $14.25. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, now what's on your screen is, a graphic that should look familiar at this point. First alert weather day for today and tomorrow for lower elevation. Some of those highs could be around 100 degrees, if not a little bit hotter than that in some instances. So here's some tips that I want you to internalize, okay? If you're going to take the pets on a walk, the earlier in the day, the better. If the kids are going to be outside, make sure that they are staying hydrated. If you're going to be outside, especially if you're going to be working outside, stay hydrated yourself. Take plenty of breaks in the shade. Wear light and loose-fitting clothing. And then check up on those vulnerable populations, especially the elderly, over the next couple days. Right now, temperatures, it feels phenomenal outside. 50s and 60s for lower elevations, also 50s and 60s up in the mountains. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities is going to be around 80 at 10 this morning, around 90 by lunchtime, and then highs getting up into the upper 90s to low triple digits for all lower elevation spots. We'll have some light haze, light upper level haze, and I'll tell you what, I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's very hot forecast. Also, I'll show you just how dry the vegetation is looking. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news with some new information coming in this morning after a man nearly drowned in the Columbia River.
He was rushed to a hospital Thursday night from the dock area near Schlegel Park in Pasco.
Pasco Fire Department saying he was attempting to go boating in what you see them walking up that dock with. A Fisher-Price sandbox shaped like a boat. So that is a sandbox in the shape of a boat that
not
children
an actual boat.
Usually play in, in their yards. It's not made for boating. Officials say that the toy sandbox started to sink, and then that man started to struggle to keep his head above water.
A dive and rescue team was called out to the scene, but later canceled as officials say they used the Pasco Fire Department's water rescue member to save him. And the water rescuer says the man was exhausted from trying to stay afloat and also cold due to the water temperature despite that warm weather.
Pasco Fire Department Battalion Chief saying that with these warmer days, of course, if you plan to hit the water, remember to wear a life jacket, use approved floating water gear, and do remember that although, it is hot out and it's going to be really hot the next few days, that water still is chilly.
Yes.
And so you have to...
Heavy emphasis on the approved floating water gear, too.
Yes.
Just be smart.
Not a Fisher-Price toy boat sandbox.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, a couple things.
But staying on the topic of water safety, the latest water quality report for the city of Pasco is now officially out.
Yeah, and it shows that the city's drinking water continues to meet or even exceed both state and federal safety standards.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert has more on what the report means for people in Pasco.
The city of Pasco's water comes from the Columbia River and is treated at 2 facilities using chlorine before it's sent into a distribution system, then out to homes and businesses across the city. The city's most recent water report shows Pasco is on the right track when it comes to maintaining high water quality standards. Water officials say the annual report also helps educate the public on how the water treatment process works.
And in that report, we're able to, in a way, describe what the water looked like, or the chemical water process looked like the previous years. Those reports have to be made available to the public by July 1st of the following year.
Across the city, Pasco has several sampling stations where water is regularly monitored to maintain quality.
In the city, we also have different sample stations in which we monitor every week to be able to make sure that the water quality stays at the high standard that we hold ourselves to along the whole city.
The city of Pasco tests hundreds of water samples to make sure that if there are any contaminants in the water, it is under the maximum contaminant level.
So we have a Butterfield treatment facility, and then we also have a West Pasco water treatment facility. All that data gets collected in this report, and the idea behind this is to be able to educate the public.
Right now, the city is in its busiest season when it comes to water treatment.
So right now, our facility is seeing between 17 to 20 million gallons of water being processed and delivered into the distribution system.
And with the growing population, the city of Pasco is already planning ahead to meet future demand.
Looking forward, we know that the city is growing, and part of that growth is that there is higher water demand, and that's why we're looking into upgrading our Butterfield water treatment facility.
The city of Pasco is making sure its residents continue to have access to safe, clean water for years to come. In Pasco, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, William. Now, for more on Pasco's most recent water quality report, just head over to our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
The Washington Department of Ecology is working to get rid of some harmful forever chemicals found in everyday household items, some of which you might not expect. Safer Products for Washington is a program started back in 2019 by the Department of Ecology to help regulate toxic chemicals commonly found in consumer goods. The program runs in 4 phases over a 5-year cycle, and it recently wrapped up phase 2. That work identifying products that contain forever chemicals like PFAS and hormone disrupting chemicals. Senior toxicologist Marissa Smith says people might be surprised by where these chemicals are turning up.
2 of the new products that we are researching for PFAS are artificial turf and architectural paints. And these might not be the products that you think of, like your nonstick cookware or your raincoat. PFAS kind of serves a different purpose.
The department says it's continuing research on several more products before moving forward with restricting certain products that contain forever chemicals. 6:36 now in Sunnyside got a taste of what the Boys and Girls Club is all about.
Also, some teens gained some leadership skills as well.
Yeah, the Boys and Girls Club hosting a Club on Wheels event at South Hill Park over the weekend, part of its teen leadership experience.
175 middle and high school students from Boys and Girls Clubs all around the state ran activities for the younger kids.
In addition to exposing Sunnyside to the organization, the event had another purpose.
Yeah, just seeing themselves being a leader is our biggest goal, and for them to to serve our community, just being a servant leader and just opening up different opportunities for them to learn how to impact their club, the community, and just more importantly themselves.
Mercer also says the goal is to one day open a Boys and Girls Club in Sunnyside.
6:36 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Birdies and broken records. We'll take a look at one of Oregon's most highly anticipated golf tournaments. Our Dan Hansen will break it all down for you coming up next.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. It is a first alert weather day, and he'll break down all of what that means coming up in just a few minutes.
A flight over the golf course at Birch Creek. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Boom! Looks like T-Pain is too much for y'all.
Did I hear munch?
Sounds like someone's craving his new Munchie Meal.
Wait, do you just appear whenever somebody says munch?
Why, is that weird? Get T-Pain's new Tater Melt Munchie Meal.
Munch!
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
The 4th of July is coming up, and just like Tri-Cityans have done for over 20 years, kick off the celebration early with the Dust Devils game and fireworks show. Come to Giesa Stadium on July 3rd and enjoy an action-packed ball game followed by one of the best fireworks shows of the year, presented by McCacken Electric. Happy birthday, America! For tickets, head to the official site, DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Purple proudly presents
'Tis my sleeping beauty. I shall wake her from this cursed spell.
Oh. If you ever wake me up again, I will feed you to a dragon.
I have slain the dragon.
And I was slaying this nap until you woke me up.
This is a purple. My pain has disappeared like magic thanks to the GelFlex Grid.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect purple.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-959-5913. That's 1-800-959-5913, or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-959-5913 now.
You know I'm never afraid to lay it on thick. Like with my 100% beef patty melt with 2 melty cheeses and grilled onions, all on my famous toasted sourdough. It's beefy, it's melty, and it's back. Starting at $5.49. Get so much more. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco.
Apple Valley News Now is Natchez.
Apple Valley News Now is Umatilla. Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust.
Breaking news.
We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yep, today is a first alert weather day because of the heat. So let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of the heat for today. Look at this. Even for Snoqualmie Pass, we're going to be into the mid-80s, around 100 for places like Ellensburg and Vantage. Also, lots of sunshine on the map, but hazy sunshine for today, as we could have some upper-level haze and smoke working in from the south and west. We're not expecting any big-time reductions in air quality, but we might see some subtle ones. It's definitely something we're going to be tracking. And the Yakima Valley highs probably just shy of 100 degrees. Also hazy sunshine. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, some of us touching 100. Hermiston, Umatilla, Benton City, Hanford. For the Tri-Cities, technically going with a high of 99 degrees. 90s for the Blue Foothills, mostly 80s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Light winds across the map for today, except for in the Morrow County foothills. Some of those peak gusts could be around 25 miles per hour. And then for this evening, that'll shift, and some of the gusts could be in the Kittitas Valley. Okay, here's your vegetation dryness forecast for today. Remember, all these levels have been adjusted for typical vegetation dryness per microclimate. A lot of red on the map for today. That means critical dryness for the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin, the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, and the Blue Foothills. So it looks bad for today, but for Wednesday, you see more red on the map. I'm more concerned about fire starts on Wednesday, given some of the wind gusts that we'll have for Wednesday. So I'll tell you just how strong some of those wind gusts could be. Also, we'll circle back to the heat we'll have for today and tomorrow. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. 6:42, and talking sports this morning as the countdown is on to one of the biggest sporting events in Eastern Oregon this summer.
For the 4th year in a row, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is hosting a major stop on the Epson Tour, the official qualifying tour of the LPGA.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen shows us why it's more than just a golf. It's also a community showcase.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is once again rolling out the green carpet for the Epson Tour, hosting 140 of the world's top rising stars in women's golf.
It really showcases all we're doing out here at Wild Horse. This golf course attracts people from all over this region, and this tournament attracts some of the finest women golfers all across the world. So it just shows you the stage we're on out here at Wild Horse.
From birdies to breakthroughs, Wild Horse Resort and Casino's Director of Grounds, Sean Houlihan, says last year's tournament put Eastern Oregon in the national spotlight when a golfer from Thailand shattered records and went on to earn her LPGA card. In fact, 13 players from last year's Wild Horse stop made the leap to the Pro Tour.
There'll be 144 players, and there's more than 200 players in the Epson Tour, but only 12 of them qualify for the LPGA Tour.
The stakes are high, and so is the community support. The tournament runs August 15th through the 17th. Tickets are just $12, and kids 15 and under get in free.
Weather conditions out here in August are usually perfect for golf, you know, and so we set the course up to match those conditions. So raising the bar, I guess, for the women playing this year is can they match what happened last year?
Last year, 4 hole-in-ones were recorded in a single day, and Houlihan says it's moments like that which make this much more than a golf tournament. It's a showcase for rising talent and a celebration of community. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And tickets are on sale now. Organizers say they're also still welcoming volunteers to sign up.
And we have links to both up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, we have your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and giving you that live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. It is 6:44, and when we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have your full first alert forecast on this last day of June as we make our way towards the 4th of July weekend. We're back after the break.
It's time for Pasco's Grand Old Fourth. Get ready for a full day of family fun. Start with the Kiwanis Pancake Breakfast at 7, then enjoy the pre-parade street dance and catch the cardboard regatta before heading to Red, White, and Swim. At 7:30, join us for the Battle of the Bands. Cheer loud and vote for your favorite. Then end the night with a spectacular fireworks show at 10 p.m. For a full list of events, visit PascoGo4.com.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers or blasting the air conditioning, because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
And for a limited time, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
To be out here in God's creation, to have the strength and energy at 77 years of age is pure joy, even when repairing fence from wind damage. I rely on Mile Health with the amazing science-backed formula for muscle support. As we age, mobility, balance, and strength are vital to help us keep doing the things we love to do, like me here on our ranch. Plus, to have lean, strong muscles can help prevent falls and will help in recovery from surgery and injuries. Don't let age and muscle loss rob you of your strength and vitality. Be strong with Mile Health.
Mile Health is supported by 25 human clinical studies. Call the number on your screen now and take advantage of our special buy one, get one free offer. We're confident you'll feel results or your money back. Call now.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child swallowed household cleaner, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first to speak with medical professionals who can give you free personal advice anytime. Save the number, save a life.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yep, today is a first alert weather day, and tomorrow as well, as high temperatures could be into the triple digits for lower elevations. touch on that more here in just a second. But first, for today, lots of sunshine across the map. Not only sunshine, but hazy sunshine at that, as we'll have some pretty widespread light haze in the upper levels. And then the highs, yeah, it's going to be hot, obviously. 90s and triple digits for lower elevations, 80s in the Cascades, 70s and 80s in the Blues. It's going to be about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Now, thankfully, the wind's going to be pretty light during the day, but after 8 p.m., that's when they could start to pick up in the Kittitas Valley. Some of those peak gusts only around 25 miles per hour. Then for tonight, still widespread hazy skies. Overnight lows down into the 60s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, and 50s and 60s in the Blues. For tomorrow, for splitting hairs, this is going to be the hottest day of the heat wave, as high temperatures could be around 102 for the Tri-Cities, 103 up towards the Hanford site, 100 in Yakima, 102 for Hermiston. Once again, will be about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. The wind's going to be a little bit widespread for tomorrow, in particular for tomorrow evening. Those peak gusts around 35 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. We would classify that as windy, but still a lot of places on the map where the winds are going to be light. However, that is not going to be the case for Wednesday, as some of these peak gusts, well, much more widespread across the map this time. And look at this, very windy in the Kittitas Valley, peak gusts around 45 miles per hour, around 35 miles per hour in the Morrow County foothills. So in these conditions, fires could start or spread quickly, especially given how dry our vegetation is. Now, the fact that it's going to be so windy on Wednesday, it's a bit of a catch-22, right? We don't like to see the winds going up, but we do like to see the temperatures going down, and the temperatures will go down because the winds are going up, and they'll stay around pretty seasonal values for Thursday through Sunday. In terms of rainfall, substantial rainfall chances over the next 7 days, forget about it. So that means our vegetation dryness situation maybe could get helped out a little bit by some of the cooler temperatures, but certainly not from any substantial rainfall. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Triple-digit heat today and tomorrow, breezy and a bit cooler Thursday, the normal highs into the 4th of July weekend. In Yakima, near 100 Monday and Tuesday, mid-90s Wednesday, then upper 80s Thursday and beyond. In Ellensburg, highs teeter-totter on triple digits today and tomorrow, then tracking dangerous fire weather Wednesday and Thursday due to winds picking up. In Hermiston, either at 100 or a bit hotter Monday and Tuesday, the 90s and breezy for Wednesday through Sunday. Then for Walla Walla, hot weather for the next couple days, perhaps a shower on Wednesday, then dry with normal highs for Thursday and beyond. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the best friends of murdered University of Idaho students Ethan Chapin and Xana Kernodle speaking out for the first time.
You know, you see the world in pure innocence, and that all gets ripped away from you in one phone call. That's just the day that changed it all.
I don't think anyone expects anything like that ever in their life to happen, and so to even imagine it in your own life is just scary and bizarre.
The couple, who is featured in the new Prime Video docuseries One Night in Idaho, The College Murders, sharing what they remember about the day they discovered their friends and two of their roommates murdered.
How did you remain so calm in that moment?
And coming up at 7 a.m., more of our interview with Emily and Hunter. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill from the makers of Humira that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Ask your rheumatologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
And take back what's yours.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:53. It's time for your morning sprint. We're starting off with your national headlines. The FBI is warning the public about a cyber criminal group that's now targeting U.S. airlines. The FBI saying once the group is inside a victim's network, they proceed to steal sensitive data and will often deploy ransomware. The agency is warning that everyone inside the airline system, including vendors and contractors, could be at risk.
At 6:53, here are the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Over the weekend, Yakima police responding to a domestic violence call involving a man armed with a gun. He fled on foot during the investigation, tossed the weapon, and then was quickly detained. Inside the home, officers found suspected fentanyl tablets. The suspect now facing multiple charges, including unlawful firearm possession and domestic violence malicious mischief.
And a man and woman are arrested after shoplifting at a pet store on South Keelan Street. Both attempted to run away when they saw officers. They were taken into custody after a short chase and are both facing robbery charges.
And yesterday, firefighters responded to a brush fire near Columbia Center Boulevard and West 20th Avenue in Kennewick. That blaze burned about 3 acres of brush, moved uphill towards the west. All resources were released last night after that fire was under control.
And a man almost drowning in the Columbia River after boating in a Fisher-Price toy sandbox, one that was shaped like a boat. You see it on your screen right there. And the toy sandbox sank near Schlegel Park as the boater struggled to stay afloat. Pasco Fire's water rescue team was able to save him, and they're reminding the public to use life jackets and approved water gear.
And her tragedy struck over the weekend near Coeur d'Alene, where a man armed with a rifle set a wildfire and then opened fire on first responders who came to put that fire out. 2 firefighters were killed, a 3rd wounded. Local departments in Spokane joining the outpouring of grief, with fire crews and police joining in as they escorted the fallen through the city to Spokane. Of course, our thoughts and prayers are with everyone involved in this. The investigation is continuing. FBI now involved, trying to figure out just what the motive behind all of this was. That gunman was later found dead in the woods as well. All right, 6:55. Got a question for you. Why did the turkey cross the road? Anyone?
Hopefully not in a toy sandbox. Don't know. Well, even though I see it right there.
Apparently to chase a man in Staten Island on his way to work.
Okay, so
terrifying.
No, Colin was just leaving his house earlier this month when he spotted the bird sitting on his front walkway, totally casual.
He says, I remember what happened last Thanksgiving, right? Quickly,
oh my gosh.
It's quickly escalated. That turkey wasn't just sightseeing. It started following Colin and then straight up chased him as he headed to his car.
So you see, he ended up...
birds have memories. I don't know, this guy may have done something, we don't know.
I don't like this. You see, he was running around his vehicle, trying to shake the bird off. He finally was able... Ooh, nope, not yet. He was finally able to make it inside safely.
Oh my gosh, it's like watching a scary movie. Like, just go inside. Don't go inside. Just go in the car. Okay, well, Colin says he's never seen that turkey before, but it sure looks like it had a personal vendetta.
Yeah.
Or maybe just some serious Monday energy, am I right?
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah.
Yikes.
Nope.
They're unpredictable. I got attacked by a giant goose.
What? Yeah. Is this why you are the way that you are?
I am. This was years ago at Howard Amon Park. You know, there's a bunch of geese down there.
Oh yeah, of course.
We were down there with the kids. They just started coming at us.
Yikes!
Terrifying.
Okay,
did they actually like make contact with you, like peck at you a little bit?
Yeah, and then I kicked it.
Oh man.
Well, you had to save yourself.
Well, my kids.
Yeah,
self-preservation.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that is pretty unpredictable.
Don't come at me.
Weather unpredictable?
Weather is going to be very predictable over the next couple days. It's going to be hot. Hey, very comfortable out there right now. Get out there and do what you need to do right now, because later in the day, 90s and triple digits for lower elevations, 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. It's going to be even hotter for tomorrow. But Wednesday is going to be the pivot into more normal highs for Thursday and beyond. But that pivot means winds are going up, fire danger going up for Wednesday as well. So again, just to reiterate, today and tomorrow, first alert weather days, high temperatures getting into the triple digits for lower elevations. If you're going to walk the pets, the earlier the better. Make sure you're staying hydrated and check up on those vulnerable populations, especially the elderly.
Don't mess around with the heat, and don't mess with Jade if you're a goose. Yeah, that's your Monday take today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day and stay cool, please.